Where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
What are the three cities that are most famous?
I think Seoul is pretty famous, Tokyo, and I would say Shanghai.
Why so?
Because a lot of friends of mine study in Seoul. I think it's pretty famous. It's really modern, and there are a lot of young people, many students. A very, very young city, I think.
Why Tokyo?
Why Tokyo? Because it's the hugest city in the world, I think. Very nice people, very polite people.
Why Shanghai?
Because Chinese is a really, really huge country, and I think everybody knows Shanghai, but I never been there.
Actually, the capital city of China is Beijing.
I don't know.
There's not something else about Shanghai?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from England, the north, near to Manchester.
What are the three cities that represent Asia?
I mean, from my experience, because I've lived in China, so I would say Beijing, incredible size, and the history, they've got a lot of interesting history. Seoul, I think, is a really impressive city too. And actually, because I lived there before Japan, it kind of ruined Tokyo for me, but it made me less impressed because Seoul was impressive, you know? The public transport's so good, where here it's kind of quite difficult, you know? People speak English really well, it's easy for tourists, I think. Use of technology is more integrated in society more than here than I didn't expect that. Because when people think of Japan, they think of, you know, being technologically advanced. But I feel like Korea has it even more so, you know? So I felt like it was like a future city in a way, you know, it's like developing so quickly and now it's so popular. I've been to Vietnam and Thailand, so I probably would say Hanoi. I was like, I don't know, it was a really different atmosphere from here or from Seoul, you know. It was more alive, if you know what I mean. I mean, obviously a little bit chaotic because everybody's driving everywhere and
Where are you from?
From San Diego, California.
America. Yep.
What do you think three cities that are most famous in Asia?
Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, Singapore,
Singapore, yeah. Or maybe Beijing.
Beijing.
Why Singapore?
I feel like it's a center of business and trade in Asia with lots of culture around the area.
Have you been there?
Yes,
Very clean.
very clean.
Yeah.
A little expensive, but yeah, very fun and lots to do.
Then have you been to Beijing too?
No.
No.
Very populated.
Yeah, the Olympics have been there. I've just heard about it a lot, and I have some friends who've traveled there as well.
Three most famous city in Asia.
Seoul, Tokyo, and Beijing.
Why Seoul?
Because it's a very popular city. Like I've heard a lot about it, and again, I watched series like Squid Game and Soketi. It's on Netflix. It's like about a girl who comes in, like visits South Korea and wants to study there because her mom also studied there, and they also talk in Korean.
Why Beijing?
I don't know. My parents visited it when I was a kid, and I've heard about it.
Where are you from?
I'm from Melbourne, Australia. In my opinion, I'd say Tokyo, Shanghai, Osaka.
Did you say Tokyo because we are in Tokyo?
Yes, and it's also one of the largest cities in the world. And then about all the temples and great food it has.
Why Shanghai?
Shanghai, also, I've never been, but I've just heard it's huge.
Why Osaka?
Because we're going there. I don't know if it's the largest, but I heard it's a big city.
Three most famous city in Asia.
Three most famous ones: Seoul, Tokyo, and Beijing.
Why Seoul?
Seoul, it's the first city you hear when you hear about Korea, or I hear a lot of news about K-pop and stuff. You also hear Seoul a lot of.
Do you listen to K-pop?
Not really, but I have a few friends that are listening to K-pop. It's very popular in Germany. There are a lot of concerts in Berlin.
Why Beijing?
Because of the food, I guess. I can't specify which one, but when you're watching some documentaries, a lot of stuff about the food.
If you have to visit between Seoul and Beijing,
Seoul. My first choice would be Seoul, yes.
Where are you from?
Spain.
What are the three cities that represent Asia?
Well, I would say Tokyo, Seoul, and Hong Kong. And also like the isekai of Japan. So like I knew it was represented by anime and all these things, but not much about Japan.
Why so?
So I think it's popular in Spain. Like there's not much people into anime in Spain.
Then have you watched some series from Korea?
I seen Squid Games.
Everybody watched it. Why Hong Kong?
Well, my mom lived there, so it's kind of the only cities that I know.
You've been there.
No, never. Only been on Japan from Asia.
Where are you from?
I'm from France, my name is Jean, and I'm here in Tokyo for work for 1 week. My favorite three cities in Asia, in my opinion, so first Shanghai, because I live there and I grew up there.
If you compare Shanghai to Beijing,
Shanghai is a much more international city than Beijing, and the city is much more practical, as in you can find whatever you need. Then I really love Tokyo because I'm a fan of anime, and my third one might be Bangkok.
why Bangkok?
When I like to go relax or go out and party, I go to Bangkok. I have a lot of friends there and it's really relaxing.
Where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
This is your first time in Japan?
It is actually, yes.
What are the three most famous cities in Asia?
I think Singapore, Seoul, and Tokyo, I believe.
Why Singapore?
Singapore because the city itself is like very fresh because of all the nature. It's very clean. The people are friendly.
Why Seoul?
Seoul, I just like Korean food, I guess. I speak a bit of Korean, so I like, to go to places that I can converse in. The food is like unmatched, I believe.
What kind of Korean food have you tried?
Like kimchi jjigae, 된장찌개, mandu, kimbap.
Why Tokyo?
Tokyo, I mean, it's my first time here, right? It also has like a very friendly vibe. People are very welcoming, especially like service workers are like very accommodating.
What are the three cities that represent Asia?
Kyoto. So many cultures, so many like beautiful. Everything is beautiful there. I'm in love with Kyoto. So I know really beautiful nature there. I know about Seoul. I know it's a big city and everything is like clear and very, very beautiful.
Have you been to Seoul?
No, I have never been. I want.
What are the third city?
Maybe Bangkok. You could find everything there. So many good people there.
Where are you from?
I'm from France.
Are you on a vacation in Japan?
No, I'm in fact working in Japan.
What are the three most famous cities in Asia?
For me, clearly there is Tokyo for sure. Maybe Bangkok could be one, also one big, and Singapore maybe, yeah.
Why Bangkok?
Wow, just because it's the biggest city in Thailand. Mainly because just that it's a big city.
Have you been there?
Yeah, just one time, but just in transition by flight.
Why Singapore?
And Singapore, clearly because it's a big hub, I would say, a kind of platform for traveling, also kind of economic center.
So firstly it's Tokyo, then Beijing, and I think Seoul. Japanese food is popular, so I'm always think about Tokyo.
Why Beijing?
When I have heard about Asia, firstly I've heard about Beijing from my classmate. I really love Korean music, Korean dramas and food and just a little language.